everybody. Hello from the end of October. We're in London. It's nearly Halloween right now. And it's quite a rainy day, but it's not that cold. So today we're going to talk about Londonized facts that you didn't know. And look at it, think about it, and try to guess the facts before I tell you. So let's start. The London Eye is not a traditional Ferris wheel. Although everybody calls it a Ferris wheel, experts disagree, call it a cantilevered observation wheel. What is the difference between them? So in London Eye, the climate-controlled capsules don't hang down like a traditional Ferris wheel. Well, if it's a Ferris or it's a cantilevered observation wheel, it is the tallest wheel of Europe. When it was built, actually it was the world's tallest wheel with 135 meters, but then it left its places to some other wheels in USA, China and Singapore, obviously, but it's still the tallest one in the Europe. It's not London's first big wheel. So the big wheel in London, first of all, was opened in 1895 as a part of the exhibition of Empire of India, but it was demolished in 1906. A husband and wife team designed the wheel for a competition. Well, many of architects worked on London Eye, because you have to if you're going to take people over 135 meters, but it's mainly said it was a wife and husband team called David Parkes and Julia Barfield. It might be the Millennium Wheel, but it missed the party. So it was supposed to be a Millennium Wheel, which was supposed to open at 2000 latest. It was built in 1999, but it couldn't open until March 2000, and it feels like it quite missed the celebrations of the New Year's Eve. This is really an interesting fact, but the official name of London Eye since 2015 is Coca-Cola London Eye. There are 32 capsules and they all represent 32 boroughs of London. So London City has 32 boroughs and all of the capsules represent each borough. And I think it is capable of taking 800 people. But they're numbered from 1 to 33, which doesn't include the unlucky 13. I mean, it's full superstition, but who would want to be 135 meters high when you're in the unlucky 13th capsule? One of the capsules in London Eye, a fancy one, is named after Queen Elizabeth, and it was named after Queen Elizabeth at her celebration of 60 years of throne. Well, that is impressive. The London Eye gets more annual visitors than the Pyramids of Giza or Taj Mahal. So it might be quite young, but it's still more popular than Pyramids of Giza and Taj Mahal. It gets like 3.5 million visitors annually, and it's more than Taj Mahal and Pyramids of Giza. It was transported piece by piece. So you see the place of the London Eye, and it's totally 2,100 tons. So it's not surprising to see how long it took to build. And to be in this place, it had to be carried over piece by piece on Thames. So normally it was supposed to be a temporary building, but thank God they just couldn't imagine the London skyline without it. And in 2002, so thank God no one could imagine the London skyline without it, and it was accepted as a permanent building in 2002. The South Bank Centre nearly vetoed it and sued them, but thank God money always talks, so the London Eye pays 500k annually, and I think that's why it's permitted to hang out there. The wheel has hosted more than 500 weddings and 5,000 proposals. They even turned the whole thing pink in 2005 to celebrate the first civil union there. It lights up in Valentine's Day and books up way in advance. I mean, apparently the £470 price tag doesn't put many lovers off. It also celebrates other weddings. For example, it doesn't just light up for the weddings inside it, but it lights up for other weddings. For example, Kate's and William's in 2011, the royal wedding. I mean, we know the London Eye loves the royal family a lot. The wheel doesn't go that much faster than a tortoise. So the wheel moves at pace of 26 centimeters per second, which means it's not even twice as fast as a tortoise in full speed. The wheel is so slow that it doesn't need to stop to let people on and off. Of course it stops for mobility requirements. In 1 year, the wheel travels the distance between London and Cairo. So, even though it moves pretty slowly, the distance it's making annually is from London to Cairo. And I think it's impressive. On a clear day, you can see the Windsor Castle from the London Eye. So when you're up that high, which is 135 meters, you can see in all directions for 40 kilometers distance. And Windsor Castle is one of them. If it's not a cloudy day, which is not really possible, you can see the Windsor Castle. Make sure you keep an eye on the Queen. And goodbye from a typical London day in front of the London Eye. And thank you for listening to us. I'll see you in the next video of Londonist. Mwah. Take care.